Have you ever heard of a dead man who took his own photos? It sounds like something straight out of a horror movie, but this is a real-life mystery that has baffled investigators for decades. Let's travel back to 1967, to a remote sun-scorched field in Australia. A man was found deceased. It was a tragic but seemingly straightforward discovery. That is, until the photographs started appearing. The police were perplexed. There was no camera found anywhere near the scene. Not on the man, not in his belongings, not in the surrounding area. Yet, photos of his lifeless body began to surface. These weren't just one or two pictures. They were a series of chilling images documenting his final, lonely moments on Earth. The mystery deepened when investigators examined the photos more closely. The angles were impossible. One photo would be from above, looking down. Another would be from a low angle, almost as if taken from the ground. A third would be from a distance, then another up close, capturing haunting details. It was as if the photographer was moving around the body, meticulously documenting the scene. But who was this photographer? The authorities launched a full-scale investigation. They questioned locals, searched for witnesses, and analyzed every shred of evidence. Who could have been there? Why would someone take these pictures and then just disappear, leaving the photos behind as their only calling card? The subject of the photos was eventually identified, but his identity only added more questions than answers. He wasn't a public figure, he had no known enemies, and there was no clear motive for anyone to do this. He was just an ordinary man who met a tragic end in a very extraordinary way. The police considered every possibility. Was it a twisted prank? But the photos were too specific, too personal. Was it a serial killer's signature? If so, it was a signature they never used again. The police files grew thicker, but the central question remained unanswered. Who took the photos? Weeks turned into months, and months into years. The case went cold. The leads dried up, and the bizarre photographs were filed away. A permanent question mark in the archives of Australian crime history. The official investigation never found a culprit. They never found the camera. They never figured out how the photos were taken or by whom. This is where the story takes a turn into the truly unsettling, with no logical explanation. People started to whisper about a supernatural one. The angles of the photos were just too strange. Some were taken from positions that would have been incredibly difficult for a person to achieve without being noticed or leaving tracks. It was almost as if the camera was floating unattached to human hands. The theory, as chilling as it is that there was no photographer, at least not a living one. Some people believe that in his final moments, or perhaps even after, the man's own spirit was untethered from his body, and in some inexplicable way, it was his own consciousness, his own ghost, that documented its own demise. Could a spirit operate a camera that wasn't even there? Could a man's will be so strong that it could manifest these images from beyond the grave? It's a terrifying thought. Imagine a consciousness trapped between worlds. Its only final act to show the world what had happened. It's a theory that science and logic would quickly dismiss. But when you look at the eerie photos, when you consider the complete lack of suspects or evidence, you start to wonder. The case of the man who took his own photos remains one of Australia's most enduring and strangest unsolved mysteries. The official record has nothing, but the legend continues to grow. A dead man, a missing camera, and a series of impossible photographs. What do you think happened? Was it a clever killer, a bizarre prank, or something else entirely? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe for more strange stories from around the world.